What's going on? It's a brother Jay, and I'm back again with another thought of the day, man. And my thought of the day is the creep factor. Now it's time to broach the subject because it's been long overdue since I broached it. You see, some other cats been broaching it, but it's about time that I chimed in. Put it that way. All right. So, in a nutshell, there are ladies out there that are looking at, saying dudes that like might walk by and shit and glance at them and stuff like that and view them as a creep or something. You know what I'm saying? Or, a guy walks up to you and stuff and say, "Hi, how you doing?" and shit. Oh, he's a creep and shit. I'm saying? That's called false interpretation and stuff like that. Now, are there really creeps out there? Yes. Yes, there are really creeps out there. But they don't behave. That's not the majority of men behavior. You know what I mean? Like for argument's sake, you know what I'm saying? Let's say for argument's sake, I'm walking through the store. I'm in Fred Meyer's, I'm trying to get some groceries and stuff like that. And this chick walks by, I happen to glance at her. Now, she probably looking at me like, he's a creep. Why are you looking at me? How do you know I'm not looking at you for a different reason? How do you know I'm not looking at you because your ears are big? You know what I'm saying? Or you got a abnormal, big old giant watermelon head. Or your fucking outfit is fucked up, whatever color code you put on that day. You like, what the fuck is she wearing? Motherfuckers be swearing that just because you look at them, they swear up and down that it's on some desire mode. No, sometimes you can run across a woman that just look horrendously ugly and you just like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It'd be many different circumstances that can lead up to why a man is staring at you. Like, for example, like this again, I'll give you another example. I was watching a video, and this girl was in the gym and she was posting herself doing some kind of like weirdo feng shui type of yoga type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And there was this dude in the background staring at her, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, why is this creep staring at me? And I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm looking at her form and all the things she's doing. I'll be staring too, like, what the fuck is she doing? What kind of exercise is that? Not saying that I'm supposed to understand every exercise technique and stuff like that, but when you see something that's different and unique and stuff like that, you're going to stare. Doesn't mean he wants to have intimacy with you. It just means you're doing something way off the cuff. And he's like, what the hell? I never seen nobody do that for him. So, ladies, stop assuming. Stop assuming that, just because a motherfucker look at you doesn't mean he's a creep or doesn't mean that he wants to have sexual relations with you. You know what I'm saying? He might be staring at you because he's like, hey, that woman looks familiar. I've seen her somewhere before. Because I get like that, when I see somebody that looks resembling to somebody I used to know or something, I'll stare for a second too. Doesn't mean I want to sit up here, and me snatch her up and bring her to the house, and yeah, whip. Yeah, yeah. Not everybody does some weirdo shit. You know what I mean? So y'all need to chill the fuck out with that shit, because, how would you like it in reverse? You know what I mean? Every time you open up your mouth or something, everybody's saying, oh, she's a hoe. She's a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? She's an angry black woman. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody prejudging you. Even though you ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? You could be just walking in the store with a normal face on. How would you like if men walk by and be like, oh, you see that angry bitch face she got? Ugh, yeah, she's a bitch. She's a hoe, nigga. Now, we start doing that to y'all, nigga, then we become villains and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? For right now, you know what I'm saying? Those who saying that shit are villains and stuff like that. If you basically prejudging the motherfucker without no history, no information, no relevant, you know what I'm saying, social information and stuff like that, you're prejudging. You know what I'm saying? You're judging the person with no evidence. And then if a guy turn around and judge you with no evidence, Then you be like, oh, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? See, that's misogyny. That's the patriarchy. And you want to use all these labels and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're being judged the same kind of way that you judge other people, when it comes back to you, then it becomes misogyny. You know what I'm saying? But when you're the one judging people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying to protect myself against these predators. They all over the place. Oh, you know, come on, man. You know, y'all should seriously reevaluate how y'all analyzing or forming your opinion. Actually, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna give your opinion, at least give it from the avenue that you have information to back up the opinion that you formed. You know, so this is gonna be a short thought today. It's not gonna be a long one. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say this in closing. The crazy part is, most of the ones that you hear that say, oh, I ran across a creep today. And I hate to sound disrespectful, you know what I'm saying, on this note, but I'm being 100% honest, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying, some of these ladies are not looking on the standard that a motherfucker would stare at you. Like, then you see how beautiful she looks? You know what I'm saying? That's ego kicking in. Not every woman, you know what I'm saying, they get stared at is beautiful. How you know he ain't staring at you? Because you're a dwarf. You know what I'm saying? You know, so in a nutshell, I'll say this and saying it's like, to bring this to a close, ladies, you need to stop falsely assuming, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you could be chasing away a person that could be probably a potential husband, all because of ego shit or trying to impress another girlfriend shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen that a couple times too. You know what I'm saying? That girls be out with each other. And, you know, usually when women travel in Pakistan, it's usually that one ugly one. You know what I'm saying? It's usually they in threes or fours. You know what I'm saying? And usually it's one ugly one that all the other ones will say, girl, we way more cute than she is. But they won't tell it to her face though. You know what I'm saying? So the one ugly one will be able to be like, oh, girl, did you see how he was staring at me? He wants me. He desires me. But I had to say no because he's a creep. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to keep up with the Joneses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make it like everybody's like out here fire breathing down your neck and shit like that when they get at you. Man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, if a dude stares at you with female company and all four of y'all together, if the reason why he probably staring at you is because one logical thing that I carried on back in the day, you know what I'm saying, and many other dudes like my caliber did too, which is that motherfuckers will look at you like, okay, out of all four of those women, I bet you amount of money, she's the blocker. You know what I'm saying? Now, in case people don't know, blocker means that if you have four women, usually three of them will get hit on. You know what I'm saying? It's always that one straggler that no one's throwing no rhythm to, you know what I'm saying? So either they being mercied on, which means that some of the guys will be like, hey man, I'm trying to get my game on, so deflect the blocker. And the term comes from, you know what I'm saying, you know, blocking. You're trying to player hate, you know what I'm saying? You're blocking on the game. That's what it means. So it's always that one broad that dudes are superior, and the reason why they stand at her because they be saying, yeah, I bet she's the blocker, bro. She's gonna be the main one, like, no, you can't talk to my girlfriend, we're leaving. You know, or they the quickest one, like, hey, can we go? You be like, the girls are, all three of them was like, yeah, girl, we having fun and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's that one blocker that, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to leave. You know, always that one blocker, bro. So that's my thought of the day, man. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, you know what I'm saying, is looking at you in a creepy mode. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the reason why they look at you. And not every time it's because they find you appealing or want to have sex with you or nothing like that. It could be thousands of things. What if you got fucked up, you know what I'm saying, Medusa-like hair with 5-6 different colors? I'm going to stare, motherfucker. What? I heard about the rainbow shit, but you take it way too far, you know what I'm saying? But doesn't mean I'm looking at it from desire. I'm looking at it because of them different color hair, you know what I mean? So I'm out of here. Deuces.